Hello. Welcome to the live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach, who will be doing a live trading session and live analysis. Welcome traders. Welcome to another live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. You will be doing a live trading session and live analysis. Another big day coming up today, and this is a very big day today for this whole week. Today is the most important day, as there is high impact news coming later today, and we are expecting a very good move in the upcoming session. If you are still not if you haven't got ready yet, get ready for big move coming up, as there is high impact news coming on Gbp, as well as we see that there will be also the USD news coming up. And after long consolidation in majority of the instrument, we see the market started to move, and I will be looking at one by one to see what is the best trade possible in the market. And I appreciate your support to the channel, guys. Joining the live session, absolutely helpful, because this is where we discuss a lot of things that probably you may not have heard of. So make sure that you stick till the end of this live session, and any question that you have, don't hesitate to ask using the live chat. I'm always here to answer any question as much as I can. So you can just give a thumbs up, guys, when you are here. Just let me know in the live chat, say yes. That also make the chat more responsive, helps the channel to grow along with all of you. Eva, thank you very much. How is gold performing today? Yeah, we'll be looking at that. Eva, thank you. Good morning, Martin. Good morning, coach. Hope you are well. I'm good. Thank you very much. Gold not clear yet. Yeah, we'll see that. Most likely we will get a direction very soon. Tony, good morning. Thank you very much. Bogax, good morning. Samer, welcome. Tony, welcome. Sanjay, good morning. Thank you very much for joining this live trading session. So let's first start with gold, and also I will be more interested on Gbpusd. This instrument is trending. Also, we will be looking at Gbpusd. We had a trade yesterday, if you guys remember, and the market is almost doing exactly as expected. Also, we will be looking at that. First of all, let's quickly look at on gold to see what it is doing. Though it is a bit of choppy, but this choppy market might give a bit of momentum on gold. Now let's look at the overall picture in the market. I will be starting with the bigger picture, starting with the daily chart to see overall direction in the market, and then also we will be looking at lower time frame, higher time frame to see a clear picture image in the market. Now looking at the monthly chart to see overall direction in the market. Now from the monthly, what we can see that this is a long-term bullish market, right? So we see that there is a big monthly impulse followed by another monthly candle that has a long wick at the top, and we have seen there is an inverted head and shoulder formation here, breakout from this inverted head and shoulder. So we have seen that there is an inverted head and shoulder breakout with a monthly candle that has a long wick at the top. So this monthly candle on gold, we see that there is a long wick at the top, expecting gold to fill that long wick at the top on the monthly as a rule of thumb, because as there is a long wick at the top, the market should be going up to fill that long wick at the top, and this is the support level on gold. And from the monthly, it's a long-term support. We have seen yesterday there was a retest and then not on that level, but we have seen near there around 2300, and again we have seen another bounce as there will be news on GBP and also dollar. So you see a bit of good movement in dollar in this instrument. Now looking at the weekly chart, what we can see that from the weekly, this is the weekly price action here on gold, and what we can see that this is an impulse here followed by very smaller correction, another impulse, deeper correction. I think from long-term perspective, because with the market open, gold has got a bounce to the upside, any drop might give another opportunity to go long with gold. Now looking at the daily chart, here is the key points that we can see. It's in a very narrow, smaller range on gold, and with this very narrow range on gold, it's a very small narrow range, and with this narrow range, what we can see that this is a resistance line and this is a support level, what we can see on gold. And today, as there is a news coming up expecting gold to have a bounce in that area. So looking at the lower time frame, going back to the 4-hour, here we see completely choppy, but as long-term trend is bullish, as you can see, this is a long-term trend. As long-term trend is bullish, expecting gold to bounce to the upside. If any break below, then we will be looking for entry to the upside. Now looking at the 15-minute chart on gold, what we can see that you can see this is a very important impulse to look at on gold, because with this impulse basically the market has formed quite a few liquidity candle. Now if you closely look at, this is a very powerful liquidity candle on the 15 minutes has formed, and you can see it's showing an alert to the upside according to our liquidity candle strategy, and it in fact has moved how many pip from there? It moved almost 82 pip, and then there has been another liquidity candle formation. So both of that liquidity candle formation has gone in the direction. Now this support, where there was a liquidity candle formation, that means that there was a liquidity grab in that zone, and from that zone, if the market drop back to that support, will be another important level that we can look for potential entry. As this is the 1-hour chart, as you can see already the market has made a significant move, and there is a long wick at the top from the 1-hour, and also there is a strong movement. The impulse is very stronger. So this is where we can look for any kind of setup. If the market is coming for a deeper pullback, we can look for potential entry on gold after price action confirmation. Looking at the 5-minute chart, this is where we saw the 15 minutes liquidity candle formation. If I turn it on again, so for those who has liquidity candle already added to this liquidity candle tool, then please turn it on and see and to understand, because here the main goal is for you to learn and grow as a trader. So make sure you turn it on and go with me, along with me, so that you understand how this candle has formed, why it has formed, and also the lessons that was given in the channel. You can go through it and watch it over and over again to understand how it works, because if you truly want to be a profitable trader, professional trader, you need to dedicate yourself a little bit of time, commitment, effort. Nothing comes without effort, definitely. So make sure that you put a little bit of effort, because on the other side, definitely there is a freedom, because when you learn and grow as a trader, definitely there is a freedom on the other side. So make sure you give some time here to learn and grow as a trader. And also this live session definitely will be helpful to you to understand more. And also guys, before I progress further, I would appreciate if you give a thumbs up, smash it, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. So I would appreciate if you take the like to 50 or above 50. Definitely helpful to see that you guys are supporting the channel. I will also posting a lot of valuable content this weekend. Also keep eye during the London session time just to see some content posting, and you will be able to access them if you are subscribed. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing any of the content that I am posting. Mass production, thank you. Good morning. George, good morning. Greatness, good morning. Touch on trading psychology in a day like today, a day of big move. Yes, the day of big move, that I would say as well, because we see so far good move, and this pullback now on gold that we see is basically a necessary step for another bounce, as we can see that the market is basically moving up. So if we take our Fibonacci from here, from low to the high, so also you can see this level 2312 is an important support, because this is where we saw that there was 20 EMA retest in that support, and also it's a 50% Fibonacci level. So if we take our Fibonacci from low to the high, we see that 61.8% Fibonacci level, which is an important Fibonacci level. And what is Fibonacci? Well, guys, Fibonacci is the nature's code. So if you look at the number, there is a sequence 1 plus 2 equal 3, and then add the next number will be 7, and then add the next number is gonna be 15, and so on and so on. That's called the Fibonacci series. Now Fibonacci is used by nature for highest efficiency. If you look at any kind of sunflower, pine cone, you'll see that golden ratio, because this is how the nature get the highest efficiency, and this is where the infinite nature of everything is being reflected. So if you look at the Fibonacci golden ratio, now why it came to trading, I exactly don't know, but I know that it's Fibonacci and there is a golden ratio in it. That's what we use in trading. So if you look at that on 61.8% Fibonacci, most likely is because of the efficiency of the market, because when the market pull back or retrace to 61.8% to this level, 61.8% Fibonacci level, that's where it goes to the highest efficiency, and from that zone expecting it to bounce back up. So with that in mind, today's level on gold, we can look at 2312 Fibonacci level, which is basically an important support level to this 20 EMA. And also this is the zone where there is a neckline. Okay, so this is an important neckline here, and waiting for the price to come for a pullback. So let's see how we can find the entry potential. If we see that the market has come back below this, this is a liquidity candle formation. If you look at again, we see that there are back-to-back two liquidity candle formation. So both of these liquidity candle formation basically has given a strong momentum in that zone, and therefore we can expect for this price to come down and then to retest. If the price grabbing liquidity below this liquidity candle, that means that there is a very high liquidity zone in that area, and in that area that we will be looking for potential entry after price action confirmation for trend continuation, because an impulse correction to liquidity zone 61.8% Fibonacci level and also the neckline can give a high probability for another impulse. I hope that making sense, guys. Let me know if you are enjoying the live session. If you're enjoying, then give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done yet, press that bell notification so that you are not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day. Good morning, sir. Thank you. Who's the best time frame to check this indicator? Derek, that's a very good question. Look, what is the best time frame to check this indicator? Now, this is clearly explained in the liquidity candle lesson today I have posted on the VIP channel. So because you must use the liquidity candle in conjunction with the video, so you need to look at the video. It can be traded at any time frame, but there is a specific criteria to it. So you need to look at the time frame, look at the video, and you need to also be able to discipline yourself to eliminate the temptation of some of the low quality trades so that you can find the best one when it comes to trading it. So make sure you go through that lesson. I have posted it. Will be also if you haven't watched it, then if you are our member, then you can find it on the channel. Go through it, and that will be able to help you to understand, because it's a bit of longer video, so you have to go through it. Thank you very much. Hello coach, thank you very much, appreciate. God bless and have a nice day. Thank you. How are you doing? I'm good, thank you very much. So do you check crypto as well? Yeah, sometime I do, absolutely. Have you looked at Gbpusd? Gbpusd? No, I don't look at Gbpusd. I only look at BTC and Ethereum. Thought on Gary Network. No, I'm sorry, I don't look at Gary, because too many things if we focus on, then we might be confused. Good morning, sir. My coach, I have challenge in setting take profit. Okay, so very good question. So you have challenge in setting take profit. All right, cool. Now, if you have challenge setting take profit, also might have a challenge in setting stop loss. It's a very, very common challenge. Everyone face it, but it's good that you discuss that. Anyone has any anyone has in the same boat that challenging setting take profit, or do you have any suggestion for Victor Abahalam? That name is, sometimes I find it hard to pronounce the different language, so I would say Victor. So can anyone suggest any suggestion to Victor? He has setting challenging, like challenge setting take profit. So anyone has any suggestion for Victor, or how do you set your take profit? Maybe it will be helpful if you discuss, then I will be also discussing my opinion. 61 fib at which profit? Yeah, today big day for GBP, gold, all of them. The market definitely will have a good move. So if you look at the calendar, so coming up 9 p.m. GBP, BOE monetary policy report, monetary policy summary, MPC official bank vote, official bank rate, then BOE government value speaks at 9:30 p.m. and then coming up 10:30 p.m. unemployment claims on dollar, then coming up CAD, and then again 3 a.m. is 30-year bond auction. So pretty big day for GBP, USD, gold, dollar, CAD, and also tomorrow again coming up dollar and CAD together. So pretty big day we are seeing, and let's see how it goes. And in the meantime, let's see today. Okay, so Maurice advised let him start with risk reward ratio 1:2. Okay, anyone has any opinion? He should target the recent market structure. Okay, so Amico, direct from point of entry, you take profit at each SNR level called TPs. Okay, amend analysis on Gbpusd guidance from a recent lesson. I've learned to leave the stop tight, say 20 pip, and 1:30, 1:3 ratio for take profit. Yeah, so for those who mention every strategy works, I have seen some trader prefer to put take profit in recent level. Okay, in recent level, some trader prefer to take profit on risk reward. So also it depends on your stop loss placement. The very simple reason, let's imagine that you are trading bigger structure, let's say bigger stop loss, or with a let's say a pullback. Now if you look at this resistance here, okay, now if you place your take profit above this high, that's a high probability that the market may not cross that high, and it didn't, it come back again. So therefore you need to look at the structure as well if your stop loss placement is bigger. Now some trader also uses the mathematical risk reward. So how does it work, the mathematical risk reward? For example, you set 5-1 or 3-1 reward to risk regardless of any structure. So either you take that profit, either the market is going or not going, you do the risk management and you leave it the trade as it is. So every system has its own pros and cons, but what I found that if you use bigger structure, then you must look at, normally trader look at that, if they uses the bigger structure, then they uses keep the TP below the resistance. But some trader uses, let's say, a very tight stop loss. Maybe some trader uses few people stop loss. Now in that case they put a very bigger profit target and they don't look at even the structure. So for example, let's say this market is trending to the upside, and then you found this market here, this doji, the price has crossed this doji and then has gone up, is going up. So if you think that because this market is forming series of higher low, if the market cross this low, you are going to buy, and then you put a very tight stop loss, maybe a few people stop loss like that. So in that situation, some trader uses a very big profit target. The reason is, in this kind of trade, you have a very very smaller winning rate, but you will have to have very high reward to risk, and to maintain that, in that case you can see you can go up to 10 times even still not going above the resistance. So but if you are, let's say, trading like that, it depends on trading style. Let's say you are trading this whole impulse like that, and then you buy at 50% pullback on the liquidity zone, and your stop loss is here. Let's say if your stop loss is here, then you have a very wider stop loss. And now if you want to target like that, let's say 5 times 10 times, then you might need to put your TP here, which is very impractical to see that the market will go up there and will hit your profit target. So it depends on trading style and how you are looking at, but all system works depending on your style. You need to find out what best works for you. I would say that test out everything. Okay, so use a demo account, then test out everything, that which one work best for you, and see what is suitable for you depending on your trading style. Because probably you have a full-time job and or maybe part-time job, and you don't have time to look at smaller tight entry stop loss. Might be very stressful for you. You want to stay relaxed, give a bit of wider stop loss. Yeah, maybe you prefer to have a smaller reward to risk, or maybe you just have test out all of them. Or if you have enough time, then maybe you can put a tight stop loss and then test out if you can maintain that higher reward to risk. So it depends on your trading style and your system. Let me know if you have any other question. Thanks for responding to that. So is that what time frame are analysis from? What time frame are analysis from? What time frame are analysis from? So I did not get that quite this question, but I mean that I guess you mean that what time frame I am analyzing the chart. Okay, so if that's the question, then this is we are doing the multi-time frame analysis and looking to enter on the lower time frame. Hope that makes sense. Can you please elaborate us that why you see you use 20 EMA 10 EMA in chart? Gbpusd, yeah, okay. How you use it when taking any trade? 5 minutes. Okay, very good question. That's a very core question, because I do use 10 and 20 EMA, and I will be also explaining that in depth, though it's a bigger lesson. But let me recap a little bit before we find any entry opportunity, and also we'll be looking at Gbpusd as a bit of choppy. So the reason I use 10 and 20 EMA is very simple. 10 and 20 EMA is very older EMA. Okay, so in older indicator, I would say that if you go back in history, I think, let me Google it, how old the moving averages. Let me see. So let me find out. I remember it's almost 100 years older. How long? Okay, so 1901 the moving average first invented. So just a quick idea. So the moving average invented, when I asked the Google, it's in 1901. So it's almost 123 years older moving average, right? Indicator. Now, the advantage of using such an older indicator, okay, is that there is a traditional history behind it, and because it's a very old indicator, people has more trust on it, people has more reliability on it. Now, in trading is very different than maths. This is the key that you need to look at, is because even if I invent an indicator, for example, let's say I invent an indicator that just with some random data and with some criteria in it, let's say I invented an indicator and I created a criteria and everyone find value in it, and when the price is hitting that moving average or any indicator, it's a buy signal, you'll see that more and more people will be relying on that. It will work because it doesn't have to have any statistical, or it doesn't have to have any mathematical accuracy in it, but it needs to have more reliability on it, because more and more people will believe on that, it will work more and more. So that's the philosophy behind the moving average, because this is the number one. Number two is that in fact moving averages are a very great way to know where the price in relation to the mean value is very important, because when the price goes far from its average, it comes back like a rubber band. So that's why 20 EMA act like a rubber band. When the price goes far from 20 EMA, it come back again with a high speed. 10 EMA is also very important, because 10 EMA is a strong trend indication, and also moving, exponential moving averages 10 and 20 EMA also act as a dynamic support and resistance. This is very, very important, because dynamic support and resistance, so in the market you'll see that very random, it's just curvy, wavy, but to identify support and resistance sometimes very hard, but you will see that they act as a nice looking dynamic support and resistance. Now the reason I mostly use is because with the interaction with the price action and moving averages, most of my strategy I use to find entry with the interaction of the 10 and 20 EMA. So if you look at our liquidity, it works, of course, because it's proven back tested. If you look at our liquidity candle, you can see there is one liquidity candle formation here, there is another liquidity candle formation here, and both of them working well in that area. And if you look at in this both liquidity candle formation, both of them we use the moving averages to find entry opportunity, and that's what I use, moving averages to trade the market, to find high probability trade setup. There's a lot, the rules and everything also explained in a precise video that I have posted also in the lesson. If you guys are in the VIP Academy, you should be able to access that lesson on this. And yeah, I will appreciate if you also give a thumbs up if you understood it. And there are more content also I posted on the YouTube channel, so don't hesitate to also watch the videos on the channel. There's a lot of content that has been posted and will be posted as well in the future, so make sure you stick to the channel by giving a thumbs up And also, in addition to that, if you want to access the tools that we are using, we have few spots left to join in the mentorship program. You can find link below this video in the description. You can visit the website and then click join now button, then you will be able to join and access everything. So hope that making sense. Okay, now let's see what's happening with this one on gold, and we can see that the market is moving back down below this support level. So we'll be waiting for the price to drop and then to come back below this support level. Once we see that it has done enough, has grabbed enough liquidity, we can look for potential entry. So from the 4-hour, we can see it's just below this support. Let's see if we have any kind of entry in that area. So we can see that the market is approaching this liquidity candle zone. And what we can expect in that area for the price to drop back below this liquidity candle, and then after a retest of this support, then we will be looking for potential entry. Now at the moment, if you closely look at what you can see, guys, in that zone is the support, and with this support, if we see the market is interacting to that support, then we will be looking for entry opportunity. In the meantime, traders, if you are enjoying the live session, I would appreciate if you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Okay, so hi coach, to me I have a challenge to keep my winning runnings. Okay, so Amico, also yeah, that's a very common, everyone face that, not, you are not alone. So keeping the winner running is hard, I know that. Okay, so how can you keep your winner running, right? So to look at that, anyone has any suggestion for that? Amico said that, hi coach, to me I have a challenge to keep my winning running. So if you are facing challenge with that, can anyone suggest any opinion on that? What time frame does the liquidity candle signal work? Maureen, so the time frame, if you are on the channel, then definitely, you know, I have posted an in-depth lesson on what time frame the liquidity candle to use. You have a guide, you should have that guide, and you need to use the liquidity candle in conjunction with the guide. So if you still haven't got the guide, you can text or email in the chat. That's where you can get that guide and in-depth guidance. So there is a clear set of rules to use the liquidity candle, and you must use in conjunction with the lesson so that you can use it in the right direction. Okay, so let's see, let's move on. Do you trade? Yeah, I do my own fund as well as prop fund. So if you want to start a challenge with also the prop fund that I am trading, you can find link below this video. So if you go to the description of this video, where you can find the link for the prop firm that I am also trading, along with my own trading fund. So I have given you, also I'm giving you link in the live chat, so you can use that. I've given you the link, so you can visit the website www.wondedtrader.com. so the wondedtrader.net, every time I say it. So you can visit this website, and then you can start a new challenge if you like. So www.thewondedtrader.net, that's the platform that recommended. So you can use that if you want to start a new challenge. All right, so let's look at now to see where what we can find in that area. So looking at the lower time frame, if we look at the 15-minute chart, here is this is an important support level if you closely look at. And with this support, expecting gold to come back to the liquidity zone, and then we can look for entry opportunity. Let's see how the market is doing. So we have seen that this is the support level that we will be looking at gold. Now let's look at that on GBP JPY, how the price is doing here. We'll be looking at the daily chart to see, as there is the GBP news coming later today. We'll be looking at the GBP price section to see how the market is doing. Let me know, guys, if you are ready for GBP news coming up. Thank you very much. Morning, coach. I can see a cup and handle pattern in gold. Please, how long did it take you to become a profitable on gold, and what strategy do you use since you told us about when you gold below $90,000 night? Very good question. Very good question. Okay, so, well, how long it took me? Took me a bit longer than average. Took me 3.5 years to become profitable trader. So if anyone here earlier than this, I think I was a bit slow learner. So around 3 years that I just need to get along, and then after 6 months of kind of break-even trading, then I started to be a profitable trader. Now, second question is, what strategy do you use since you told? Okay, so since I started my trading, I have used countless strategy. There is a lot of strategy that I use over time. But finally, because every strategy has a different outcome in it. But I have been settled on a strategy that changed my trading completely, is based on the liquidity and based on the trend. Because you can find I use countless strategy. I use a strategy based on Bollinger Band. Anyone here uses Bollinger Band? I used a strategy based on divergence, RSI divergence. Okay, I use a strategy based on only support and resistance. I use a strategy based on only moving averages. Okay, there are many ways I use a strategy based on double doji formation. It's also a very powerful strategy. So in an uptrending market, there's a double doji. But finally, the strategy that works most of the time is the one that I found, and that's the strategy that I am teaching currently, because what works for me, I only want to teach that to the members, to the traders. So the strategy that all the time works for me is based on trend. So I'm a trend trader, and not only trend trader, I use strong trend trading. So when the market in a strong trend, only in that situation I try to get in. The reason is the market 70% of the time the market ranges, only it trends 30% of the time. So when the market trends, especially have a stronger trend, that's where you will find that high probability trade setup. So I use all of them to trade in the major direction of the trend, and I also translated all the strategy that I'm using into different kind of Pine script, such as our liquidity candle is one of the best tool that you can find ever, and also our liquidity candle as well as TF strategy indicator. So both of them currently available for the members in the academy as well, because you know what I started to see as a trader. When I begin, there's nothing here, I couldn't find any support or anything like that. I just started to lose money, because in trading finding the right education is really hard. Do you guys find the easy education? Let me know in the live chat. Put your phone on silence. Yeah, good. Because analysis went to channel, really loved it. Samuel, liked your analysis, went to your channel. Thank you, Samir. Yes, everything here in this channel, in this academy, I try to give for the best interest of everyone coming here in the academy, because it's the way it is. Okay, so let's look at here is what we can see on Gbpusd. It has manipulated many times, so big manipulation here also. So as there is a news coming up at 9 p.m. there's a news coming up at 9 p.m. we will be waiting for the entry, if we find the suitable entry opportunity. At the moment you can see a bit of choppy here. So also let's look at the Gbpusd. You see that if you guys remember our London session, NY session trade on Gbpusd, that was a big one. If you guys remember the Gbpusd trade, how many of you have had that trade? Let me bring that up and also quickly looking at that trade. So this is the Gbpusd trade that I have opened in the academy. Let's look at that. So Gbpusd trade that we have opened by, and also it was also a live trade. In this live session it was opened. And Gbpusd, if we look at now, let's see, it was only few pips stop loss, if you guys remember. And what was the reason that I have opened? And also if you guys remember, if you go back to that live session, that's where you'll see that the market has broken that high. This is what exactly expected, for the price to break that high, grab the liquidity, and then to drop back down, and it did that exactly. The market has broken that high, grab the liquidity, is breaking back below. If you haven't watched yesterday's NY session live, I recommend you to watch that. That will be also helpful to you to learn and grow as a trader. So what we can see on Gbpusd, the reason the trade was called for in that zone is, if you look at the lower time frame, if I look at the 15-minute chart, where we can see there is a long wick doji here, and with this long wick doji, this is the support level, and with this support, from this support there is another long wick doji. So this is where we have called for the trade. The reason is, if you look at the 4 hour, we have seen that there is a long wick candle, and the market just has broken that low, and it's a very important support level, and with the price less likely to drop further without retesting or going up for a deeper pullback as the market left a huge imbalance in that area. So with that in mind, we will be looking for, and we have seen that the market has bounced back up, and then from that resistance level there is a drop, and with the drop the market now it's moving in the direction. So we will be waiting for another entry as GBP news coming up. The GBP news coming up, we could see that the price might be breaking this support level. So if you look at the daily, now daily chart is another interesting price action. On GBP USD, you can see there is a long wick at the bottom. So basically it's feeling that long wick on GBP USD. Now with that weak fill, okay, so with this weak fill, expecting GBP USD to break below and then to fill to create a new lower low. So that's what we see that on GBP USD after gathering multiple liquidities breaking below. I think we might see that break of support. After break of support, then we can look for potential entry again for any kind of movement. So as there is a news coming up, expecting for the price to drop back below. Let's see how far it is going. Thank you very much, Eurusd. Victor, okay, thank you. Continue to okay, so is how long did it take to morning coach? Okay, so you are responding to the question. Hey coach, to me I have challenge to keep my winning running. Okay, so practice on demo. Yeah, that can be one way to do that, but the thing is that even only practicing on demo may not be permanent solution. The reason is it's emotion, right? And in demo there is no emotion, because if you want to understand, if you want to be very good at very resilient in your emotion, then you need to challenge the challenge is emotion, and you need to be resilient to that emotion before you've been able to handle that, right? So then what's the way to be able to hold a trade for bigger profit or longer time? Well, like first of all, we need to understand that what is that emotion that causes that us not to hold a trade for bigger profit target, right? So what's the nature of that emotion? Is that greed or fear? So it's fear, right? So it's fear firstly. Secondly, if it is fear, then what kind of fear is this, right? What kind of fear? Let's find out. Now, the fear is fear of losing already what you have gained because of the experience comes with the trading, right? Imagine that you open a trade and then you hold it for bigger profit. Let's say you open a trade with a $100 risk or maybe $1,000 risk, and then you put $500 profit target, okay, and it has gone to $300 profit, but you didn't close it, and then has come back down and taken all of them, right? So what happened is that every event creating an experience in the brain. So you just thought that, oh shit, I didn't close it, now it's taken all my profit. So you got an experience that you didn't like. Now you open another trade okay, with again $100 risk, it has gone to $200 profit, and then has come and hit the stop loss. Okay, now you got double experience that you didn't like it. So it creates a belief inside that now next trade that you have open with $100 risk, $500 profit, it has gone to $400 profit, and then has come back to $200 profit. Okay, now started to think, okay, this is going to happen the same thing. In the first trade it was $300, I lost it. Second trade, $200 profit, I lost it. Now $400 to $200, I'm not gonna lost it anymore. I'm taking this $200. So you close that trade with $200. Okay, now in your pocket $200 plus, but another $200 minus with commission, $220 minus. But this trade could go straight back to $500 profit. If you hold that, it could go straight back to $500 profit. So if you hold that trade, then ultimately you're minus $200 plus $500. So in summation, you will have $300 profit. That's the primary reason that trader lose money. And this is where the consistency is very, very important, because you need to lose same amount of money in every trade, and you need to target bigger profit target for each trade, so that over time it might be that, you know, let's say in a row -7 trade coming in a row, if you are using 5-1, you know, Paul Tudor Jones, he is in his strategy also, he used to use a 5-1 reward to risk, and that's what you have to become. So it's all about not doing, also becoming. You know, we talk about that a lot. So it's the identity that you need to develop, that it's becoming rather than the doing. So it's becoming a trader. So how do you become a trader? By combining the action and together of being. So I can give you an exercise. Before you go to bed, before you go to sleep, see yourself in your minds clearly that you are already a successful trader, every day trading successfully, because it's within your range, it's within your reach. So once you see yourself as a successful trader, your brain will not generate that fear that is causing you to stop closing the trade early enough. It's not overnight, but you need to take a little bit of time. See yourself every day as a successful trader, and you're gonna be. I'm gonna start with creating trading plan and reading trading psychology. Read Comments book, focus on long term. Yeah, this all of them. Okay, so doing, being, all of them together, absolutely. So you need to be a bit of, you know, in that zone. And for the trading plan, yeah, it's important that you should have a trading plan that you can follow along. So if you are not having a trading plan, you can find link below this video in the description for a free demo trading plan that you can use it every day. So you can rewrite it for yourself. Go below the video in the description. You can use the demo trading plan to rewrite it for yourself, where you can find a risk management component as well as other aspect of that demo trading plan that you can use to rewrite it for yourself, where you can find an objective, risk management component, many other things that you can use. So let's see, you can find link below this video in the description. Don't hesitate to download it. And also there will be a lot of content that I'm posting every day. Make sure you subscribe and also press that bell notification. So let's look at now on this one on gold, and what we can see Okay, so it's breaking the liquidity zone at the moment on gold. So you can see that in that zone on it has broken the liquidity zone. So what we can see in this area from the 1 hour, 4 hour, the market is in a very important support level. Just broken the liquidity zone, but we have seen there is a downtrend here, and now from that downtrend there's an order block here. So the order block resistance turn support. We see the market started to drop here, and it might have now a bit of downside here, but we need to see where we can expect for the price to come and then to reject. So there is a liquidity candle formation here. Yeah, there is a liquidity candle formation, and with this liquidity candle formation, we might see now a bit of potential downside. Let's see that how far it is trying to bounce. So gold, we can see that there is after breaking this liquidity zone, it's having a rejection, but at the same time the price action here is, look at, So if we look at the 1 hour resistance, this is 1 hour resistance here, there's one here, and okay, so I would like to let me see that if we look at this zone 20. I would like to place a sell limit, pending order, guys, not a market order, in that area with a stop loss of 25 pip. Sell limit will be at 231484. We'll be targeting to this support, which will be 221. So sell limit will be at 231483. Stop loss at 2317.31. So once if the price goes and hit that 20 EMA, so I placed a pending order on gold and expecting it to go up and hit and then to return back. So here If the market breaks below without triggering us, then we'll be losing out. But let's see how much it is doing in that area. Okay, so looking at the 15-minute chart, there is a long bearish candle, and waiting for the price to retest. There is a long bearish candle. It's gonna, we might see coming back to this order block. So 1 hour candle, if you look at, this is a 1 hour red candle, and as the market has retested that, expecting it to come back down again in that direction. So there's a candle closing. So waiting on the price to go ahead and hit that, and then to return back. If we look at the Gbpsd, this market, as there is a news coming later today, so we have placed the pending order on gold, and I want to leave it there for either triggered, not triggered. Make sure, guys, you only take 1% risk for your, if it is your own fund, or even lower than if you are trading in any kind of challenge. So highly recommended to have a very low risk when you are trading. That's the secret of being profitable. Okay, you don't need a bigger risk to make bigger profit. You need high probability trade, guys. Keep in mind that you don't need a lot of fund even to trade, to learn to trade. You just need to be skilled trader to make profit over the long term. So make sure you use proper risk management, and all my strategy that I use with risk management. If you don't have a risk manager tool, then if you are our member, you can send us text or email. We can give you the risk manager tool, which is very important as a trader to do the risk management. And without risk management, it's not gonna work. Okay, so either you'll quit after losing some money, or you're not gonna make it. You just keep trading and trading and trading. The ultimate goal is to become profitable trader, and to achieve that ultimate goal, the only thing that you can do is to stick to the strategy, stick to the rules, not deviating from it. Okay, so you choose to write it down in a piece of paper, also will be helpful. Okay, here the retesting. So we are a bit late at entry, so I've seen one wave, second wave, third wave. So it's so we have seen 3 wave is done. So one boom, the other one retest, another drop. So it was very quick. Otherwise you could place a pending order at retest of this support. Understanding the trend also very important. If you look at this one here, you see this is the move, and then pullback, wave 2 pullback, wave 3 pullback, wave 4. Now this green candle was forming, that was a retest candle. So basically it's trending down. We will keep a bit more time the pending order. If it is not triggering, we will be looking at somewhere else. So leave it there for some time and let's see how the Gbpusd is doing here. Keep in mind, guys, it's very important that it's not essential for you to just trigger a trade or make some money from one trading. It's the main ultimate goal is you to learn to trade and focus on putting your more attention on finding a trade by yourself, because once you learn and grow, it becomes much easier for you. Okay, so let's look at on Gbpusd. Haven't come back to this instrument yet. So if we look at the daily chart on GJ, as there is a news coming up, Gbpusd certainly going to be a bit of volatile here because there is a news coming. If we look at the monthly chart, we can see that from the monthly, this is the monthly impulse followed by monthly drop here. And if we look at the weekly chart, what we can see that from the weekly, so far there's a gap opening, and from this support there is a bounce to the upside on the weekly. It might now go back to this resistance line here. If we look at the daily chart, we can see that with this support the market is trending, creating series of higher high and higher low. So from the lower time frame price section on GJ, there is a long wick doji narrower red candle. So here is basically showing a very strong bullish price action. The sellers, if you compare the candles between the buyers and sellers, you can see that how much stronger movement happened here, and we saw multiple liquidity grab along the way. So with that in mind, we look at the lower time frame. Now there is one thing that might happen is for the price to come back again to retest with the news to the 20 MA or to this support, or we might see just trend continuation to the upside. So in any of them, okay, this support also important. It is possible for the spike to come down again and then to go back up, and that's why I didn't enter yet. Wanna see that it's trending in one direction, and then we will be looking for that entry. Okay, 30 minutes candlestick pattern, quite a few doji is being formed, but I don't want to rely for the bullish move here because there is a big imbalance here in that zone. It's possible for either the price to break out or even to break down equally in both directions. Okay, so gold is didn't trigger us. We are a bit of late in the reaction, so it just dropped from that. It's expired. I would like to close and we will be re-entering no problem once we find another entry. Okay, so it just has come back to that level, to the profit, and but it didn't trigger us, so we'll be leaving it. We will be re-entering once we find. Let's see that how the market now doing. Just as a big drop, coming back to the daily support, and now it might break the daily low. The range is very narrow, so might be now even we might find a bullish opportunity after breaking this support. Because if you look at, you can see that this is a resistance line, price is respecting, and this is a support level, though it's not a well-defined support. But if it is breaking below, that's where you will be able to see that potential entry. Okay, so it dropped well below this. We look at the 30 minutes. We look at the 15 minutes. The previous liquidity candle is here. So breaking below this level is an important support, and from this support, if we get a rejection, then we might be able to even find a bullish opportunity to this level. So it might range in this narrow range until the news. So you might see that range until the news coming up. So now we don't have a way to buy because it's approaching the daily support, and once we find rejection from the daily support, we will be looking for a bullish entry. Okay, traders, so I believe that guys you have enjoyed the live session. Could I rely on the one day trader firm, please? There's so many. Intrepid, yes, of course. You can rely 100%. If you pass the challenge, you will be given the live account. Yeah, of course, why not? There is everything that you can see in this in the description of my video is fully reliable and genuine. So the broker that I'm trading fully regulated, and you can rely on it. I put a link below this video in the description, and the prop firm is fully genuine and you can fully rely on it, no problem at all. Okay, so just do your job, and yeah, just you need to prove yourself that you can do it. Thanks for your participation in this live session, and Yeah, anywhere you can use it. You can use the broker that I'm trading, link below this video in the description. You can use the prop firm that I'm trading, also link below this video, from anywhere in the world. Thank you for joining the live session. Don't worry, don't hesitate to ask any question. I'll be coming on live again in the next session, in NY session. I would like to there guys trading live together. Until that, stay well, stay happy. See you there.